Want your course to sell well in 2025? The solution isn't better marketing. The solution is better course design that you can use in your marketing. In this video, we're going to cover how and why. Hi, I'm Dr. Catrina Mitchum, and I've been designing online learning for adults since 2009. We already know that buyers are savvy. And if you don't know, then watch my video on whether or not courses are dead. We also know that better course design leads to better business. And if you don't know that one, then go watch my video on why learning matters so much in a course design business. What exactly makes a good course? What makes a course something that will be easy to sell? Number one, remembering that it's not about you. It's about the people that are coming to you to learn something. It is about them and getting your client to point B, wherever that might be. A good course that leads to a successful online course business focuses on their client's success. But how do we do that? There are 5 key foundations to creating a good course that clients can finish and that they can be successful in. The first is goals. And you should be setting goals, not for you, but for your learner. The person that is coming to you to accomplish a certain thing, you should be setting goals for the course. This will actually help both them in setting their expectations for the course and what they'll get out of it, but also for you as you're designing. Having solid course goals are going to help you with every part of the process, and it's going to ground you so that you don't end up with a giant course of nothing but content that's all over the place. Those are the kinds of courses we know that people don't finish, they don't rave about, they don't want to tell their friends about. The second one is options. Why do options matter? So remember who is coming to you. You're teaching adults, right? And they're very likely adulting adults, and they have a lot going on. So giving options is an important part of this, making sure that they can pick something that will fit into their lives. Options are also important for curbing frustration, and frustration can mean not completing a course or not reaching the goal or not doing the thing that they're setting out to do. And it's your job as someone designing a course that is promising to do these things to create a space that those things can actually happen. The third one is transparency. And so transparency means answering the why for everything you're having them do in that course. Why are you watching this video? Why are you listening to this audio? Why am I having you look at this image? Why am I suggesting you go do this? Why am I giving you these 2 options? It's about explaining how the things that are in the course are going to help them get from point A to point B and accomplish those goals that you set out at the beginning. The fourth one is accessibility. I personally count those first 3 under the umbrella of accessibility, but when I'm talking about accessibility here, I mean functional accessibility. Do you have captions? Do you have alt text? Are your PDFs in the correct read order so that a screen reader can read them and it makes sense? Is your writing in plain language? All of the things that could potentially create barriers for the people that are coming to learn something from you. Accessibility is about removing them, and functional accessibility is about removing them at the very basic level. And it's important because if you create hurdles in your course that are too high, that prevent people from doing the things that you're asking them to do or viewing the content or engaging with the content, then you're already setting them up to not be able to be successful. And finally, we create good courses with feedback. Feedback is really a critical part to both designing and creating a course. And so you can get feedback at multiple stages of the design phase of a course. I recommend, even when you're picking a topic, you should be asking the people that are in your world that you're trying to create this course for, is this a topic you're interested in? Write up a description. Is this something that you might want to take? Is this something that you might want to learn? Once you have your goals, run that by the people you think might buy the course from you. Are these goals that you have? Are there additional goals if you were taking a course on XYZ? And so really, it all comes down to feedback all throughout the process. When you get to the point where you have a course design, doing a beta test of your course is a really good way to get a lot of that feedback. What a beta test is a reduced cost run of your course where you are expecting feedback from the people that are taking it. And so put that in the beta language, right? Like, hey, this course is going to be 50% off because I'm looking for beta testers. I expect that you will respond to 3 surveys. Maybe you'll do an end interview. Whatever the feedback mechanisms that you want to use are, articulate that that's the expectation, and you'll be more likely to get the feedback. Feedback is so important to creating a good course because learning experiences are a balance. They're a balance of you, right? And what you can do and what you can support and what you know. A balance of the course. So this would be the course content, what the goals are for the course. And then you're also trying to balance the person that's trying to learn the thing, right? And so those 3 things need to be in balance in order for it to be a successful course, in order for it to be a good course. And if you're only focusing on the course itself and you, and you're leaving that person out that's taking the course, then you're not really getting a full picture of what success looks like in your course, whether or not people can be successful in your course. And that customer success is the thing that is going to lead to your course continuing to be successful. You can use those things in your marketing. You can use those things to build new courses. Feedback piece is a really important part that goes really well with all of the other pieces that we've articulated, right? Those first 4 are all things you're doing to them. And that last one is how they are experiencing the things that you are designing for your learners. In this series, we are going to break all 5 of these things down into some more nitty-gritty detail. The first breakdown is on how to create course goals for client success. Because if you want courses to be part of a sustainable, successful business, then you're going to want them to be good. In the meantime, if you haven't landed on a topic or you have a course and you think, it might not have these things, I have 2 resources for you, Course Creation Jumpstart and Course Fixer.